Honorable Men Discord. Let's talk the Trump gold card and Nicki Minaj. Let's talk about it.
How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
As always, welcome back to another episode. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend. I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So let's get straight into it. For those of you that never heard of the gold card or who have recently heard about it because of Nicki Minaj, I want to start from the inception of the gold card. So the video I have queued up right now is Washington, D.C. back in December of last year, December 19th of 2025. This is President Donald Trump speaking on the gold card. So I just want to show this video just so you could have an understanding of what exactly is this gold card. And the following video that I have after this is a lady explaining how you go about receiving one and how much it costs. And then we're going to get into some other stuff regarding Nicki Minaj. All right, let's get into it.
As you know, the Secretary of Commerce and myself and some others have been working on for quite a while. And Howard, how much have we sold in a few days?
$1.3 billion worth in a matter of a couple of days.
That's essentially it's the green card on steroids. And it's a pathway, and it's been an amazing thing. This is the gold card.
So that's it for that. President Trump is his background is business, real estate, but he thinks like a businessman. So this is just a way to make money for the United States. Let me know your thoughts on it. But as we continue.
The gold card has arrived. So here is a step-by-step process if you want to apply for Trump's gold card. Number one, you need to go to trumpcard.gov. You fill out the application and pay a $15,000 application fee. Once you file that application, you're going to get an email that says you need to go to step 2. You're going to fill out the I-140G form. This is on USCIS.gov. This is your actual application form you're going to fill out with USCIS. This is where you're going to pay the $1 million fee per person. If you get approved for the gold card, you're going to be classified as either an EB1 or an NIW. So depending on how they decide to classify you, you either have to wait for the visa to become available or you can automatically apply for adjustment of status. Finally, keep in mind, you may be subject to biometrics, that's fingerprinting, and or an interview. Contact an immigration attorney today to find out, number one, if you're eligible and how you apply. Good luck.
Clearly, this is geared towards the wealthy. All right. $15,000. Okay. There's some common folk out there that could afford that. I won't say everyone can afford that. But then again, when you really think about the money you spend throughout each year, you could afford that if that's something that you really wanted to get, as far as the initial fee of $15,000. The $1 million that she mentioned, that's strictly for the wealthy, all right? Or those that have businesses where they can afford to pay that fee. But here's Nicki Minaj. If you did not see this, this was Nicki Minaj at her most recent time spent at the White House speaking on the gold card.
Guys, I'm with my favorite president, the best president of all time.
And I'm with the queen of rap.
Nicki Minaj posted a picture with a Trump gold card, a new immigration visa that allows foreigners to pay $1 million to expedite their application. She later posted finalizing that citizenship paperwork.
Oh, so correction on what I said. So it's $1 million to expedite the process. So I guess it's really just $15,000.
As we speak, per my wonderful, gracious, charming president, gold Trump card free of charge. Minaj, originally from Trinidad and Tobago, was at the White House to promote Trump accounts.
Well, the only thing is, I'm not a citizen of America. Isn't that crazy? But I've been in the States for many years. You would think that with the millions of dollars that I've paid in taxes to this country, that I would have been given an honorary citizenship many, many, many thousands of years ago.
In 2018, Minaj made a Facebook post criticizing family separation during Trump's first term. I came to this country as an illegal immigrant at 5 years old. I can't imagine the horror of being in a strange place and having my parents stripped away from me at the age of 5. This is so scary to me. Please stop this. In recent months, Minaj has emerged as a vocal supporter of Trump.
I am probably the president's #1 fan. The hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all.
CNN has asked the White House for more information about Minaj's gold card.
All right, so I'm about to get into that. One thing I have to say is I've defended Nicki Minaj on several videos, previous videos. This particular, in this particular instance, it's hard for me to defend her because of the post that she made years prior when she was speaking about, you know, being an immigrant, and she wants the, I guess the attacks on immigrants to stop. I'm just paraphrasing. So for her to have made that statement years ago and then now she's siding with President Trump, it's tough to defend her. I'm still Team Nicki Minaj. Why? Because I'm always with the underdog. I said that on a previous episode. I'm always going to be with the underdogs. I'm not one to side with the populace. I don't care about siding with the populace. I don't care to be going with what everyone else is going with just because it's safer. I'd rather stand with those that are being bullied. All right. So at this time, Nicki Minaj is being bullied. Now, she may have her reasons why she's siding with President Trump, and that's her own personal reasons, as she's allowed to make those decisions, as we all are allowed to make our own personal decisions in this life. So, but she would have to speak on why she basically changed her point of view to some extent from her previous post made some years ago. But with that being said, she was given the Trump gold card, and she made that post on her personal profile, which was shown in this video. And since then, it's been said that the White House has clarified that that was just a souvenir, which now puts her in a position where I'm sure there'll be more attacks coming her way because on one hand, she was feuding with those former fans of hers, or those that were never fans of hers in the first place, because when she posted that card, that was pretty much geared towards those that wanted to see her be deported back to Trinidad and Tobago, because that was another video that I also covered where there was a petition made to have her deported. So when she showed the gold card, she was basically letting all those people know, well, your plans failed. I have the gold card. But then the White House, basically behind her back, embarrassed her by saying that that card was just a souvenir. Now, are they implying that the card is not a real card? Because honestly, the card that she had in the post that she made looked like the actual card that President Donald Trump held up in this first video, right? So to now turn around and say that it's just a souvenir is just ridiculous. And it's a shame that they would do that and embarrass her, because who other person would they have done this to? All right, you give her a souvenir. They should make that clear at the time when they gave her to her, so that she doesn't embarrass herself, you know, further and allow more attacks, as if she's not receiving enough attacks. But let's get into this next video. This is a video from this young lady's profile, and she's speaking on this whole White House allegedly clarifying, allegedly, because I haven't seen any posts from the White House, any like substantial certified response from the White House saying that it wasn't in fact a gold card, it was just a souvenir. But this is what this young lady has said, so I'm putting this in this episode.
to tell me that Nicki Minaj got on here telling people, well, I got my Trump card, this gold card of citizenship, and because of my great president allegedly, and da 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 da, just for the White House to come out and say, oh no, that wasn't citizenship, baby. That was a souvenir for your contribution. They said, thank you for your contribution, girl. That'll be all from you. That'll be all. And you know, what I want people to understand is that when it comes to politics, okay, politicians will use you and abuse you for what they need. And once they accomplish what they need, who are you? Who are you? You're speaking out so adamantly about this man, and he don't care about you, girl.
I just want to say one thing. Politicians will, in fact, do what she just mentioned. They will use you for their advantage or to get them where they need to go, get them in the offices that they're trying to hold. But, this can go both ways. So you think, first of all, I think Nicki Minaj is a smart woman. So I really doubt she overlooked that fact. In fact, I think she's playing it the way she's playing it because she's aware of that. And so she's making the best of it for what she's trying to accomplish. So whether or not the Trump administration or Trump himself is trying to take advantage of the fact that Nicki Minaj is vocally speaking in his favor, I'm pretty sure for her, she's doing the same thing. She's taking full advantage of whatever comes with aligning herself with President Donald Trump. Now, as far as this alleged rumor that the card is just a souvenir, I don't know how true that is. Whether or not if it is true, I think that's foul that they waited until after she left a few days later to say that it's just a souvenir. But if it's not true, we need some clarity on that. I'm sure she'll eventually, maybe after this recording, she'll probably, Nicki Minaj I'm speaking on, maybe she'll clarify that that's just a rumor. But I went to her. Actually, before I get to that, let me let this young lady finish, and then I'm going to go to her recent recent X, as a matter of fact, to see what Nicki Minaj had to say as far as this alleged gold card souvenir is concerned.
Do you see how fast they cleared that up? You see how fast they cleared that up when you was talking about some, Well, exactly. They said, let me just clear this up real quick. We don't want anybody thinking, we actually gave a woman who looks like she's of African-American descent anything. Allegedly, for educational purposes. Anyway, goodbye. So you mean to tell me that Nicki...
Yes, so allegedly. So when I went to Nicki Minaj's X, not TikTok, as of this recording, this is the only update, and this is an interview that she had. So she's just posting a snippet from the interview. I'm not going to play that for copyright reasons. But other than that, PG in your browser, no download, just click and go. Other than that, she just pretty much responded to, I guess, Trevor Noah's jokes during the Grammys. She just put up a chart showing that she was the most searched person. Her name was searched more than, I guess, the search for Grammy Awards. So she is represented by the blue, and the Grammy Awards for 2026, the entire Grammy Awards is the red. All right. And outside of that, she's still doing what she does. She's promoting whatever she's promoting. You see her with this photo with the American flag behind her. It says, without attending, Nicki Minaj was the most searched artist worldwide on Google yesterday, surpassing the Grammys. None of the artists present at the event yesterday. Let's see. None of the artists present at the event yesterday ranked near the top of Google searches. So listen, I said that before also. There's no such thing as bad publicity. All right? Because as long as they're talking about you, they're keeping you trending. But listen, we're just going to wait to see if she ever responds to the allegations of the gold card being just a souvenir. Or it could just be just the internet doing what the internet does to just continue to hate on Nicki Minaj for her personal stance and what she wants to do. I mean, listen, it doesn't hurt anyone directly that she's showing allegiance to President Donald Trump. So I don't know what the big fuss is about, but actually I kind of know where the fuss is. The fuss is that if you go against the populace, it's always going to be an issue. But here's the thing: the populists don't even know where they stand, because the populists, if you do anything outside of what the populace believes, they're going to look at you, they're going to vilify you, they're going to look at you as the villain, right? So it's one of those things that every individual has to make a decision within their life, within their lifetime, on what they stand for. Because if you're only standing for things that the populace believes in, then you're not really making your own decisions, and you're just living by what the populace does, just so you can stay in their favor, and you could stay so that you could please them, and you could avoid any type of backlash for having a mind of your own. And for that reason, again, that's why I stick with Nicki Minaj. I don't care about the populace and what the populace thinks, because I don't want to move based on this is what everyone is going with, so you got to move with it. No, I just don't agree with that type of mentality. But what's your thoughts on all of this? What's your thoughts on the gold card? What's your thoughts on the allegations of this possibly being just a souvenir, not the actual card, and so that it doesn't hold any real weight, and she can't use it for the reasons that it was introduced for? But that's all I have on this. What's your thoughts? As always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, on your way out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend. I drop episodes daily at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And as always, stay honorable.